I'm Kayla, is that working?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm Kayla Vicente, and I'll be doing a sonnet of invented memories by Walser. One, I told you that I was a roadway of potholes, not safe to cross. You said nothing, showed up in my driveway wearing roller skates. 2, the first time I asked you on a date after you hung up, I held the air between our phones against my ear and whispered, "You will fall in love with me." Then, just months later, you will fall out. I will pretend the entire time that I didn't know it was coming. 3, once I got naked and danced around your bedroom, awkward and safe. You did the same. We held each other with hesitation and flailed lovely. This was vulnerability foreplay. 4, the last 8 times I told you that I loved you, they sounded like apologies. 5, you recorded me a CD of you repeating, "You are beautiful." I listened to it until I no longer thought in my own voice. 6, into the half-empty phone line, I whispered, "We will wake up believing the worst in each other. We will spit shrapnel at each other's hearts. The bruises will lodge somewhere we don't know how to look for, and I will still pretend I don't know it's coming." 7, you photographed my eyebrow shapes and turned them into flashcards. Mood on one side, correct response on the other. You studied them until you knew when to stay silent. 8, I bought you an entire bakery so that we could eat nothing but breakfast for a week. Breakfast unattained by the day ahead was when we still smiled at each other, as if we meant it. 9, I whispered I will latch on to you like a deadbolt to a door and tell you it's only because I want to protect you. Really, I'm afraid that without you, I mean nothing. 10, I gave you a bouquet of plane tickets so I could practice the feeling of watching you leave. 11, I picked you up from the airport limping. In your absence, I'd forgotten how to walk. When I collapsed to your feet, you refused to look at me until I learned to stand up without your help. 12, too scared to move, I stared while you set fire to your apartment, its walls decaying beyond repair, roaches invading the corpse of your bathroom. You tossed all the faulty appliances through the smoke out your window, screaming that you couldn't handle choking on one more thing that didn't know how to fix herself. 13, I whispered, we will weed each other through the last year and try to spot the moment we began to break. We will repel, sprint away from each other. Your voice will take months to drain out of my ears. You will throw away your notebook of tally marks from each time I wondered if I was worth all the work. The invisible bruises will finally surface, and I will still pretend that I didn't know it was coming. 14, the entire time, I was only pretending I didn't know it was coming.